Okay, so welcome to Last Oasis. This is the pre-alpha release, which is publicly available on Steam. It's about £23. The servers were recently wiped at the end of March 2021, and this is just to basically it's just going to be a quick walkthrough of the best way when you're starting out to get some quick equipment and to farm fragments which unlock research items for building. So what I've done is I've built a walker. I've actually got a dinghy walker now due to the amount of equipment that I'm carrying and resources. I have got nothing in my inventory except some water and some bandages. I've also got a hatchet and a maul. Both of those will become apparent in just a moment. But basically, in the centre of the map, you'll start in one of these circles around the map here, and you have a challenge basically to get. If you follow through the missions, you've got go to the rupee villages, which are one in the north, one in the south. Lots of little bell-shaped bases with rupees. And there's also the walker crash site, which looks like a large battle zone with some possibly Titan walkers in. So we're going to focus around this mountain, this hillside here. Getting from one of these points in here is a bit of a trek, especially if you've just got a firefly walker. You can do it with a firefly walker. I would recommend something bigger, as the dinghy and the balang are able to walk over or go through rocks and trees quite well, whereas the firefly struggles a little bit. Some of these little chasms are quite tight. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you the best locations to get fragments and loot. There's a variety of loot around this mountain, and on the mountain it does respawn on the same place every time, and the respawn time is about 5 minutes. Some of the others you can see too here are these these are two of the larger wrecks that you can see from quite a distance away. They tend to have a bag, a chest and a little hanging bag, which will come to in just a moment. So when you get to the central mountain, if you come up the eastern side, you'll come up this ramp. Once you're up the ramp, you can park up here, which some of these people have done, or you can park on the right hand side. I'm going to start on the right hand side, just because it's quickest and easiest, because there are a few things around here that I'm going to show you. So you'll obviously need a grapple. The first thing is this watchtower here, this lookout tower. If you grapple onto the bar here and press and hold E to get to grapple up there. If you also press S so that you kind of swing backwards, you'll find it much easier. When you get to the top, just tap space. Now up here there's a skeleton. Press F and you'll get a bit of XP and some fragments. Now go to the right here, and what I find is that if you aim your cursor just above this bag so that you attach yourself to there, and then jump off, and then what you can usually do, that was a little bit high, swing, grab that bag, and then let yourself down. Now, since the end of March wipe, the grapple does actually seem to reel out very slowly, but I'm sure that'll be fixed. Alright, once you're back down on the ground here, if you just jump through here, equip your hatchet, and there's a chest just on the floor here. So if you smash the chest, which takes a few strikes because you only do about 15 or 16 damage to get through it. So you get that one as well. And then if you follow this round to the back, there's one of these walkways here, some rope, and there's a chest here. Now this hill on the top here does sometimes spawn one of the larger or even a smaller bit of wreckage, which will give you some additional things to loot. But you don't always get anything from it. So that's those done. Now the wrecks that are on the hillside down there don't actually have anything in them. There's just lots of the towers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go There's this nice little one here. It's just a small wreck with a, again, another little watchtower. Zip line up, grapple up, sorry. Grab that bag. And then rappel down. Now we're going to head into the main site. Now the main site has a mixture of what you'll get up there. So yeah, so as you can see, we've just run past one firefly. There's a second firefly and a third firefly. So you can get them up here, and they've got a reasonable amount of storage, and you can obviously build boxes on them. This here is a balang. It's a bit bigger. It's got slightly more legs and a bit more storage capacity. And then I'm using a dinghy. So as you come up here, you'll notice there's this big back end of a walker, or in fact it's the whole walker. It's a scaled up version of the dinghy. You used to be able to walk along the top there, and there used to be a bag about there at the end, but that's not there anymore. Instead, you'll see it's on the scaffolding here. What you can do, just walk up to the end of here, walk along, pick that bag up. Now, what you'd normally do is go up here through this tower. Now, as you can see, so these things here are walker climbers. They are designed to allow you to grapple onto a walker quickly, but somebody has actually been round here and put some of these out in the locations that allow you to get up there quickly. You can also just grapple onto the end area, and when you get to the top, press space to come up. So on the top of the tower at the entryway, there is kind of a doorway down there. But if you come up here, there's a chest, so you can grab the chest. The next one, this one here is actually new. There's a bag down there. Now what I usually do is I just grapple onto this wall here, about there, and as you go down, you'll swing, reel yourself out, grab that one there. Next up is this tower. Again, you can grapple onto the edge here and go up there. So we'll just grapple up here. So there's that one. Now what you can do is if you run across this way, and you can jump onto here. Now I'm hoping there is a boss. There is a little like a mini boss. He doesn't appear to be here at the moment. He usually hangs out in this area here. He might be stuck. Sometimes he gets stuck under the under here. We'll find out in a moment. Right, so there are some stairs here. If you go down these stairs and under here, we could have jumped down here, but there is actually a barrel here. So if you go ahead and break the barrel, again you'll find barrels in wrecks and some of the larger sites. So you get back up here. So you walk up here. That's right. If you follow this all the way to the end, there's this little palm here. Go under the palm tree. Through this bit here, there's a cogwheel. Jump up here. There's another bag here. It's another nice easy one. Then if you head down this tunnel here, turn left. There's a wreck where, so you'll see this pointy spire, and there's this here. And there is a rupee here, unfortunately, so we'll just take it in. Sometimes rupees drop them. This guy didn't, so we'll just pick that stuff up anyway. So you've got this kind of back end or front end, whichever this is. It's half buried. But if you walk around here, the back here, down to the south side, there's a skeleton. So you can pick that up. There is under this this walker here, there is like a little ravine that you can walk down, and that's actually quite a good path if you want to come from the southern tip. You can actually walk up there. It's very difficult to get a walker up as it's so steep, and you can see the Rupee village area, which is that whole plateau kind of there where I'm panning with my head, marked out by the rocks with the red runes on. There's quite a lot of stuff there. So where the skeleton was there, if you go this way, just quickly jump over this bit here. In this back cabin, as you can see, is a barrel. So you can grab that barrel, and that gives you some bits. So you do that, come out, turn left. So you've got this kind of archway here, and then there's another one, and the wings there with the back end or the front end of the ship. If you head into this section of tower, it's a bit of a wiggle, but again, there's a barrel just under this sloped bit of wall. which was probably a floor at one point, but since the walker crashed, it's no longer a floor. So we'll grab that one. And then come out of this gap here. Now you've got the front section of the ship here. So somebody's actually put a catch there, but if there isn't one, you can try and hook the edge. Or what I do is I actually aim up at this scaffold here, hold down S as I go up, and then just as I go over, press W to go forward, land up, and in the corner here, there's a bag. Walk over to the side. You can go either side, left or right. Jump down, and as you can see on the end on the left hand side there is another loot bag. So we'll grab that. Now instead of going back up that way the way we came, if you go down through the centre here and then turn left onto these stairs there used to be a bag down here somewhere, but that's gone. That's been removed. So if you go up these stairs and then before you reach the top there, just hop off to the left and go across. So you're heading towards the other set of wings, and there's these two gears here. Head through these bushes and turn immediately right. There's a bag there, and then if you turn around so that you're going into this tower here, and if you go around to the left, you can go around to the right. Just avoid this hole here. Rupus do sometimes get stuck down there, as do players, but obviously players can come out. And there's a bag on the edge there. If you're specifically farming for fragments, you'll hear the little tone, the dong, which lets you know that you have picked up a fragment. So the last two bits here, or the last three bits, sorry, there is quite often this smashed up Rupu thing which you can't actually get into. If you go to these stones where this bit of wood sticks out and you go along here, you'll see just on the top there is a nice little wooden barrel. Now this can be a bit tricky to get to, so if we zip out, that'll do, and then we just got to jump across here. Oh, and immediately fall off. Let's try that again. There we go. Right, so there's a barrel here, so you just smash up this barrel. Now most of the time I try to hit from the left. Some of the barrels and chests do actually get, if they're inside a piece of equipment, such as some of the ones that you find on a lean-to fallen down wall, you do have to hit them from the left. You can't actually hit them from the right, and you can't hit them from above. So I can hear a Rupu, but I can't. Oh, there he is. So sometimes they get stuck. They just get stuck inside things, which is a bit annoying. Right, so still on this bit here, there is a chest just there on the wood. So you can go up. So somebody's actually put one of the walker grapplers up here. So we'll just go up here. So we'll smash this chest. My pick is about to break. Sorry, my axe. Can I get this before it does? Yep, look at that. Perfect. So that's that one. Now, there is also a grappler up the top there. Now, I've never had anything up there. So I think they may have just been using that as a kind of a vantage point. It's a very good position. You can see if you've got your distance, your settings up quite high, you can see quite a lot of stuff. If it's misty as well, you can actually see the wings of player-owned walkers, even if they're not moving. If they're abandoned or left, you can see them. So there isn't actually anything up there. And then you can exit through this door back down here. Now, one thing to mention is that boss that I said about being down here. There he is. So he's actually spawned now. So this guy here is quite a big. He's got quite a lot of health. He's got about 180 health, I believe. And he's also got these feathers you can see. Now this guy tends to drop. So he's a Rupu Hazraki. So he tends to drop anywhere between kind of 6 and the most I've ever had from him is 20. I've had 22 fragments from him. So let's see how many he gave that time. So he gave 9 this time. And the raw bone hand axe. I've not had one of those yet. So that's a single run round of the central mountain area. On this run, I picked up all of this equipment and 45 fragments. So I have spent probably a total of maybe 3 hours farming this area today, and I have unlocked almost everything in every tree that is currently available to me. So obviously different things cost different amounts, and then you need tablets, which are the next thing up, which you get from hard zones. I haven't unlocked a lot of these yet, as I've been farming and unlocking other equipment, but you can see I have unlocked quite a lot of these. By the time you've gone round this entire area, so the lower section with the beam, and then all the way up round the inside here and all the little towers and stuff, everything will have respawned, and you can do it again. Obviously, if you don't want any of the equipment, if you're just farming for shards, as I said, drop anything. So just open your inventory, chuck out anything you don't want, and yeah. So that's a quick little guide to farming shards and equipment, resources, and then you can use those resources to build more or better walkers. Anyway, hopefully this has been enlightening, and stay hydrated, stay safe.